Hi guys, so today I decided to talk about something important, some new changes that have come to the Dubai real estate market in regards to marketing properties online and for brokers to have a digitally approved marketing agreement from all the sellers. This is huge news to the industry. It's going to change things radically in a very positive way, and I want to discuss why. Why is it important for you as sellers to sign the correct marketing agreements and with the correct brokers, and also how it's going to clean up the industry. Before I continue, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because we're going to have a lot more of this informative content coming in the future, and I would love you to be part of the journey. The reason I say that this is going to clean up the industry is because prior to this new rule, all the properties were advertised by a manually signed agreement that the brokers would upload to the 𝗟𝗧𝗧'𝗦 portal. What this means is that some brokers, of course, would have a seller that genuinely signed that agreement and the property is advertised at the correct price, etc., while some brokers would upload an agreement that was not signed at all, or maybe with a forged signature, and at the price that the broker thinks it should be listed at. So what would happen? The portals would be filled with numerous listings with prices ranging from one end to another, leaving the consumers really confused. And of course, the sellers sometimes feeling upset that their property would be advertised much less than they actually want for it. So having this new marketing agreement, which is also called the Form A, approved by the seller via the Dubai Land Department portal, is going to ensure that it's the actual seller who gave approval to the agent or the agency to advertise the property at the correct price. So as of the 1st of August, Dubai Land Department advised all brokers that the properties that go online must have a unique code that will be generated once the Form A, the marketing agreement, is signed through the Dubai Land Department. So right now, any listing that is online must have this. Otherwise, agents can be faced with very heavy fines, or the property cannot be on the market at all. The reason I have decided to make this video is actually to share with the sellers the importance of the marketing agreement. So when your broker calls you and tells you that, sir or ma'am, please get this marketing agreement approved, why is this important, how it is done, and what you should be looking out for. And this is not a drill, this is something actually very serious. If a broker is caught advertising a property without the proper marketing agreements, the fines can be huge. The fines start at 50,000 dirhams and go up if it's a repeated offense. So definitely this is something to know, watch out for, and for you as a consumer to be aware about. And as somebody who runs an agency with 70 brokers, I definitely do not want to be paying any fines, and I'll make sure that, well, we are making sure that all our contracts are approved by the sellers and we advertise the correct prices. I've been in Dubai real estate market from 2008 when there was no RERA, there was no regulations, and I've seen the market evolve so much, become so much more safe, transparent to the consumers and to all the stakeholders in the market. Over the past years, Dubai Land Department has been really data-driven. They have now made transparent all the transactions that happen daily, even the 𝗟𝗧𝗪 contract values online, which really adds to the transparency of the market. And with a new regulation coming in on the 1st of October, where each property can only be listed with maximum 3 agents, it's going to clean up the market so much. We're going to get rid of any fake listings or sometimes a property being advertised with 20 agents. And this is going to give a lot of clarity to the investors and the buyers that the market is not actually oversaturated and the market does not have these super cheap deals. So I think it's a huge move and we're really looking forward to it. So first of all, everything is done digitally. When you decide to list a property with a broker, the first thing the broker is going to ask for is your title deed or a code registration and your ID, like a passport. This is the only way us as brokers can verify that you are the owner. What happens afterwards, for the marketing agreement to be generated, the broker will go onto the Dubai Land Department website called 𝗟𝗧𝗧'𝗦. They're going to input your title deed number, your name, your date of birth, and then the marketing agreement will be automatically generated with the price that you've quoted to the broker, the length of the agreement, whether it's going to be exclusive or not exclusive, and some other information. What is amazing about this is that whatever marketing agreement the broker generates, it verifies straight away that you're the owner. If there is any problems with the title deed, sometimes the title deed is old, or perhaps the owner is not the actual owner anymore, the system will straight away flag it up. So this means that all the listings online will be genuine and all the properties will be ready to be sold. Since this new regulation has been introduced, I've seen that a lot of sellers sometimes are reluctant to provide the ownership documents or perhaps sign something. But what is very important for you to understand that the marketing agreement or the Form A that you approve is solely an authorization for the broker to advertise your property for the price you have asked the broker to. It is not a commitment to sell. You're not selling a property to anybody yet until an actual agreement of sale is generated. This is just the first step for your property to be marketed. I know some sellers say that they do not want a property to be advertised on a certain portal, etc. So you can make that clear to the broker. For example, if you only want the property to be advertised via social media or the company website, that can also be marked there. But us as brokers, we need your written or digital confirmation that this property can now be advertised for the price you've provided. The reason I want sellers to see this and to understand this is we are licensed professionals, licensed to sell your property, so you do have to trust the process. You do have to give us these documents so we can start the ball rolling for you and get your property sold. So things to look out for. Once the marketing agreement is generated from the 𝗟𝗧𝗧'𝗦 website, you will receive a code on your registered number that has been registered in Dubai Land Department. It's going to be a code on your mobile or an email that also has been registered. You will have to click on the link that is there, read through the contract very thoroughly, and once you're happy with everything, click approve. If you're not happy with something, just go back to the broker, ask them to change a few things. The broker will do so, then you will receive another link, then you approve the contract, and that's it. Your property will be ready to be advertised. Broker will probably come around, take a few pictures, etc. And the next step is if a buyer is found, also the broker will be able to generate the agreement of sale through the same system. Be careful when you agree a certain marketing agreement because it will be legally binding. There's a few brokers who are not perhaps very ethical. They will click exclusive even though you didn't approve it to be. They will put the contract date longer, etc. So when you do receive this contract, read it thoroughly. Make sure that the price is the price you've agreed for. Make sure that it's exclusive or not exclusive as you've agreed with the broker. Look at the duration of the contract, whether the broker is charging you commission and how much, and if you have to pay for the marketing fees. Usually in Dubai, you do not have to pay for any marketing fees, and very often you will be paying a broker commission, especially if they're exclusive. Up until now, what has been happening is that you as a seller could list the property with as many brokers as you want. But as of October 2022, you will only be allowed to list the property with 3 brokers. This is very important for you to understand because you will need to choose the 3 brokers wisely. So what I've done is I've created another video here where I go into much more detail explaining what is the best strategy for you to choose the 3 best brokers to work on your property depending where your property is located. Because everything in Dubai Land Department is done digitally now, there is no way for agents to find a loophole to try and avoid getting a specific permit number for a listing. If you notice when you go online, every single listing has a unique 𝗟𝗧𝗧'𝗦 permit number, which is linked to Dubai Land Department, showing that the agent has authority and the correct marketing documents to advertise this property. And right now, for us to get the 𝗟𝗧𝗧'𝗦 permit number through Dubai Land Department, we need the Form A or the marketing agreement number. So there's no way for this rule not to be followed. This is the new normal, the new reality. These agreements, you as sellers will have to sign these agreements. So really important that we understand how it works. Oh, and by the way, we will really see who the strong agents are in this market. And this is also a way for you as a seller to check that you're working with the right agent. Because if the agent is not asking you for these things, it's a big red flag. So just to recap all the information that we've been through in this video. Firstly, Dubai Land Department is really moving towards the digital way of doing things, and marketing agreements of Form A's are now completely digitalized, and all the listings that you see online have a unique 𝗟𝗧𝗧'𝗦 permit number, which means that the broker has authority from the seller to advertise the property at the given price. Secondly, this is going to have a huge effect on the Dubai real estate market. It's going to clean up all the fake, non-existent listings. It's also going to get rid of all the agents who were not doing things correctly. So it's a huge positive move for the industry. Thirdly, you as the seller need to be ready to provide your ownership documents and your ID to your broker broker, as well as approve the marketing agreement once you get the link. And lastly, you as the seller will be allowed to list your property only with 3 brokers starting 1st of October 2022. So choose your brokers wisely, watch my next video discussing how to choose the 3 brokers, and we certainly hope that Dacha is going to be one of them. And this brings us to the end of our video. I really hope you enjoyed it, you learned something new, you found it useful. If so, please click like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below and I'll make sure to answer them. And of course, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I'll be posting videos once a week to help you understand the industry better. Have a great day.